pretty good. Alrighty. YouTube friends, what is going on? David Lee back, brand new video. Today we are talking about the Forza 500. Should you get it, why you should get it, and why it has been my main go-to light for all of 2021. And for the longest time, I was looking for a light that could replace having to bring multiple lights to do one thing. So I'm pretty sure you've been in a situation where you need to shoot a light through some diffusion, right? It could be like an 8x frame or a 12x frame. And what do, right? You typically rent or you have like 300Ds or something similar, right? And that's a hassle, right? Because with 3 lights, you need to bring the cases for them, you need the cables, you need the stingers, maybe you're running them all off V-mounts, right? So you need multiple batteries, and it just gets a mess, right? Then you need extra stands, right? And are you bringing all this stuff by yourself? Probably yes, right? So for the longest time, I was looking for a light that wasn't like the size and the power requirements of a Joker 800, but you know, Nanlite came out with the Forza 500 not too long ago, and the price has dropped significantly, right? So number one, I wanted something that again was very, very affordable, that I could pack easily and I can take out easily, that I can set up easily. Let's touch upon the main feature why I bought the light was really the power output, right? If you have been used to using like multiple lights as your main key light because you need that much punch and you're just sick and tired of it, you just want one light that can give you that output. And you know, instead of bringing 3 lights, you can just bring one light for the price, right? Because if you think about it, $12.99 gets you one light, right? If you want to buy like, you know, 300Ds, that's probably going to cost you like, you know, over $2,000, right? Or maybe you're renting them, but how many times do you want to keep renting those lights over and over again? It's a hassle. And number 2, I wanted something that in the event where, you know, say I don't have the option to use a 8x frame or a 12x frame, I wanted something that I could still put lighting modifiers on. That could be a Fresnel, that could be a light dome, right? And so the Forza 500 has a Bowens mount, and you know, any kind of attachment you want could be from Nanlite themselves, could be from Aperture, Godox, whatever, right? As long as it's a Bowens mount, it'll attach to the Forza 500. Number 3, remote control, right? How often have you been in a situation where you're sitting there at the ballast and you're dialing in and you have to go run back to the monitor? I mean, maybe you have like a wireless monitor, right? But you have to go back to the monitor, like, okay, run back to the light, you're dialing it in, run back to the monitor. So Nanlite has a cheap, you know, I would say cheap. I mean, it's plastic, right? But an affordable remote control. This is just a wireless remote to it, and you can control the intensity, right, remotely. So that way, if you're at the monitor, you're at your director's monitor, you're at your onboard monitor, you can easily dial in up and down the light itself. Now, the only caveat with the remote is you can't shut off the light completely, right? You have to actually go to light and switch it off. So you can dim it down to 0%, which, you know, it's still there, but sometimes it's nice to be able to audition on and off the light. With this remote, again, you can only dim down to 0%, so something you should know. Now, I would say the only drawback with this light compared to, like, say, the Aperture 600D is if you want to power it off of V-mounts. For some reason, Nanlite has chosen to use a 26 volt, 230 watt hour V-mount option, which on the market right now, I think only Nanlite makes that light. There might be one other company that actually makes that type of V-mount, but like, you know, Audiio Pro, Chorus WX, right? Like they don't make that type of V-mount battery. So you're stuck with, again, either like the Nanlite branded battery, or again, you might be able to find one other company that makes it, but it's probably some knockoff brand, and who knows if it's reliable. Other than that, I think the only other annoyance I have with the light is when you're dimming down, whether that be on the control ballast or through the remote, there is a little bit of like lag, right? So like as you're dialing it in, it kind of takes like half a second, maybe less than half a second, for the light to register if the light needs to go up or down in intensity. Not a huge thing. It is kind of just an annoyance. So again, you know, be mindful of that before you purchase the light. Now, final thoughts. Again, if you have been looking for a light to replace your 3 light aperture setup, because I've been there before, right? Where you're just like, you need so much light output. Say you're shooting a day interior, you have windows in the background. How are you supposed to control the background and also provide a key source for your talent, right? You need a lot of light to combat that. And I've been in that situation where you're using just every freaking light you have in the truck or in the van or in the car. With the Forza 500, you could easily replace that 3 light 4-light solution with just one light for $12.99. That's not bad at all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A quick little review of the Forza 500. Again, I've been able to use it in so many situations that has really saved my ass, and at the end of the day, you know, for the price, like, it just makes sense. So if you liked the video, please leave it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel just so you're notified of new content coming out. And my friends, every day you have an opportunity to create your experience and to write and tell your own story. My name is David Lee, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.